So I'm pretty sure the vast majority of you already know this, but shortly after April O'Neil was announced as a playable character for TMNT Shredder'S Revenge, the game got delayed into next year. In all honesty, it's not a big deal. You know, we want them to take their time on the game, make it as awesome as possible, but it got me thinking, why exactly did it get delayed? I don't think it's just April. There could be some behind the scenes stuff they need to iron out, but it's speculation here on this channel. Again, take everything that I say and everything that we say in the comments as just lighthearted fun, living in a dream world. We're not saying this is actually going to happen. None of these assumptions that we are making are based on actual facts. So don't go into this video thinking, oh, this guy said this is going to be in this game and this is going to be, no, this is a dream world and we're just going to speculate and have fun. So we're living in a what if world. So in my world, what if the game got delayed because they're adding a bunch of cool stuff that we have no idea will be added to the game? In reality, this stuff probably won't be in the game. I would love for them to prove me wrong, but let's speculate and let's see what wild and crazy ideas we can come up with in terms of what cool Turtles fan service they could end up shoving in this game. Before we dive into it, if you're new to the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button. There's a notification bell right next to it. Make sure you turn that on, click the all button so you don't get to miss out on awesome discussions that we have here like this. If you end up enjoying the video, please leave a like, comment down below, and share the video around with all of your friends and anyone you think may be interested in talking about this topic. So without further ado, just sit back, get your snacks, get a cold beverage if needed, and enjoy the video. So TMNT Shredder'S Revenge could potentially be a lot bigger than we think. Before we come out here getting all crazy with theories and wild assumptions and wild dreams of things they could add into the game to make it like 10 times out of this world extraordinary, just at its base form, without us adding any speculation to it, just from what they've presented already, this game could be bigger than we think in terms of scratching the itch of Turtles fans across the world who just wanted a great Turtles game for years. Like, this seems like it's going to be the one that has the most heart, the most care, the most polish, and I think that alone is going to skyrocket this game to greatness, you know? Like, that's not even adding the crazy ideas that I came up with, and I'm sure some of you guys had as well. We've all been wanting extra stuff, but just at its base form, what we've seen is enough to skyrocket this game to be bigger than we think. And the reason that I say that, Turtles fans have just been wanting something like this. Yeah, I know. There are also Turtles fans that want their AAA 3D TMNT game by Rocksteady or, you know, an Insomniac style game. I think Sucker Punch would make a pretty dope TMNT game. Whatever the case may be, people want that as well. But I think it's smart the direction that they're going with Shredder'S Revenge. I mean, come on. This is the area and the format in which TMNT games have performed greatly. This is the format in which the games were in their heyday, at their prime. This is where you bring in the old fans. This is where you hit that nostalgia bone. It's also a way of reeling in new fans. I think that's the smartest way to cover most ground. Appeal to the ones that brought up Turtles in games by supporting them, by showing them, hey, we still see you, we still want to cater to you, but also this is new enough to bring in new fans, those that didn't grow up with your Turtles in Times and all the TMNT arcade games. So as I've said, that alone is going to make this game skyrocket to greatness. Like, that alone is going to prove to us that this game has some bigger plans up its sleeves to be a mainstay, as something we could all look back to and be like, that right there, that was a Turtles game. But you know what time it is. Now we gotta speculate. Now we gotta get into the crazy stuff. Now we gotta get into the wish list of things that we probably won't end up seeing, but would totally love to see in the game that would make it that much more crazy. You know, because we gotta get crazy. We're talking about TMNT. Now, before we get into the speculation, before we get into all the crazy and wild things that we want to see added to this game in our little wish list here in our imaginary dream world, I gotta check. You guys are still watching the video, right? I do this every time. Are you still watching the video? If you are, prove it to me by commenting down below. All you need to comment down below is arcade. Comment the word arcade down below and it lets me know you watched the video all the way up to this point. You're a real one. Pat yourself on the back. You deserve a round of applause. Go ahead and give yourself one. Like, I'll give you one too, probably after I finish editing this video, but in the meantime, give yourself a round of applause and just know it's from me. Know it comes from my heart, okay? I think that's enough of a reward for you watching this video up to this point. I'm just kidding. I'm going to give you something at some point. Just give me time, okay? So yes, like I said, comment the word arcade. You can comment it by itself, or you can comment arcade and then put a comment after that, or comment the word arcade and whatever else you want to within that comment. However you do it, just make sure arcade is in your comment. Okay, go back to eating your snack and drinking your beverage and enjoy the video, okay? Cool. Let's start off what I think we're all expecting, or at least on this wish list, what seems the most likely. Well, not even the most likely. Let's say what I think majority of people all can agree we've assumed would be in the game, or would be at the top of everyone's wish list, and that would be alternate skins, right? Whether that's variations of how the Turtles appeared within the toy line that Playmates made for the 87 series, whether it's different costumes and different appearances appearances that they've had throughout the 87 series itself, or to get a little more crazy, turtles within other universes, like the Mirage comics being a skin. Maybe the entire game goes black and white to mirror those Mirage comics. Maybe we can get a form of the 87 turtles turning into the 2003 turtles, the 2012 turtles rise. I don't know. Maybe it's a possibility. Maybe it'll never happen. But I mean, the game is delayed, and it's delayed for a reason, which more than likely it's just delayed because, hey, we need to iron out some of the gameplay mechanics. Maybe something in the game isn't working as well as it should, so we got to go back in and fix that. That's 9 times out of 10 what's going on with the game, unless they're just thinking of DLC to add, unlockable cosmetics and stuff like that. Maybe the whole alternate turtles popping up is just a big dream. And you know what? It is a big dream. I'm not even gonna say maybe, it is. But that's what I said this video was gonna be going into it, okay? You've been prepared for it. But yeah, I don't know. I think that would be really cool. Out of all of the different Turtles variations we could see pop up and be playable within this game, although I'm very partial to the 2012 series because of its story. Same with the 2003 show. I grew up on that show and it's near and dear to my heart. I think that the Mirage comics being like a shader or, you know, making the entire game black and white would be the best route to go. Only because I think it would be the most visually interesting in terms of representing its original state. You know, if you were to make skins for the 2003 show or the 2012 show, it would be pretty cool. But outside of that, it's like, okay, what else? You know, like, I wouldn't complain. I don't think anyone would complain if you saw those turtles. But I think that the Mirage comics in particular would be honoring the roots of Turtles. The game is already supposed to give off a retro vibe. It's supposed to be classic. It's already paying its respects to the old days of the Turtles. So why not go even older and respect the birth of the Turtles, the origin? So I think it would be really cool to see those Mirage comics get a skin. If you want to go as far as giving them all red bandanas, that's cool. Or even making a mode to where you can play it with the colors still there, or turn the game black and white. That would be beautiful. I don't know. Maybe you guys don't like that idea, but I think it would be pretty cool. Oh, you thought that was it? No. We can get crazier. We can get wilder. What else could they throw into this game to make it like astronomically amazing? Like to throw this game into the stratosphere and have all of us Turtles fans down here on this tiny rock look up towards the sky and just bask in the awesomeness. Just be in awe. What if they pack old games in this? I don't know. Maybe it would be in the base game if they're feeling generous. Maybe you can unlock them through gameplay. Maybe they'll be in a deluxe edition, you know, the collector's set when the game eventually launches. Who knows if this is even up their sleeve? I don't know. I'm just trying to make the most of the time that they have while they're delaying the game to speculate and be proven utterly wrong by the time the game actually comes out. But yeah, at least Turtles in time. You gotta give us one or none. You don't have to give us anything. I'm just being dumb. You don't have to give us any extra games. I'm sure Shredder's Revenge on its own merits will be amazing. On its own, that game is going to blow our minds. We don't need the older ones. But again, say it with me. This is a dream world. We're living in a world where anything could happen. Just basing speculation and my dumb poo-poo dreamland wishful thinking. They would pack another game in here just to be that little cherry on top. Who knows if they're like remaster? Well, then, you know, if they were remastering an old game, then why make a new one? I don't know. Has that ever happened before? I'm sure that happened before where they release a new game and then they released an older one in the franchise remastered to go alongside with it just to be nice. And that just sounds like a thing that's happened before. Whatever the case may be, if they do pack another game in here, if they pack a trilogy in here as just a generous little side piece or part of a collector's box set, which ones would you like to see added? I'm curious. The likelihood of it happening at all is like 0, but still, which ones would you like to see thrown in there just in case? You never know. Okay, and this last one's just a straight up request from me. Can I get a physical copy of the game? Like, this just feels like one of those games that's gonna get a digital only release, but me personally, I'm still a digital supporter in ways, but I'm way more of a physical guy. Like, I love collecting stuff. I still kind of need physical media, like, just with my living situation. Not the greatest internet at the moment. Plus, I just like owning my games, you know, in the box, physically looking at them, looking at my stacks of games piled up. So having Shredder's Revenge, a physical copy in my collection would be beautiful. So, you know, think of the little guy. Think of the guys that like to collect. Please make a physical copy. If physical media is not dead, it's dying, but it's not dead yet. So please, for all things good in the world, please make a physical copy of Shredder's Revenge. Please, I need it. Okay, I'm not actually crying. I'm just being dramatic to drive home the fact that I need a physical copy. Please, I don't think that's too much to ask. I think out of everything that I've listed, this is the most realistic or the most non-realistic, because I've seen games like this go straight to digital and never get a physical release. Maybe a limited run. Talk to the okay, never mind. The physical copy. Do you guys have a dream list? Do you guys have a wish list? What do you want to see added to TMNT Shredder's Revenge? Already, it looks like the game is going to be amazing. They've thrown in everything everything we could ask for. But if you just want to be greedy and throw something extra in there, what would you like to see come from this game? Make sure you comment down below, talk to each other. I will talk to you. We'll have a big old discussion about it. Make sure you leave a like if you ended up enjoying the video. If you're new, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell right next to it so you don't miss a single video that I post. Yeah, let's go Shredder's Revenge. I'm super excited. Game comes out next year. Next year's right around the corner, so it'll be in our homes before you know it. I'll be playing it if all things go well. Maybe I can play with some of you guys and we'll have a ball. We'll talk more about this game all the way up to its release. So if you're down for that, make sure you stay tuned and look out for my channel for more videos. And as always, I've been Geekly, you've been awesome, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Cowabunga, dudes!